Alright, so I am back, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Masterpiece Hot Rodimus, or Hot Rod. As you guys may or may not be aware, he's the current figure in the giveaway that I do. So at the end of the video, I will draw two names, and those two names will win a Masterpiece Hot Rodimus, or Hot Rod. So moving on back here, take a quick look at the box. It's a standard Masterpiece box. You got the robot mode, car mode, stuff, pictures, print, picture, more stuff. And as you can see, we do have two sitting here. Alright. They each came with these Masterpiece coins, which I don't collect, but just to open that up. So you got the big coin here. So in case you collect those, these things are... I've only played with one or two of these coins. They are pretty impressive, to be honest, but not my cup of tea, really. So we got two coins, one for each of them. We've got the instructions, which are not necessary as much as other like third-party Masterpiece stuff. The collector card, of course, and we've got some other accessories. So let's move them a little bit closer here. So he's got two different pistols, each of their own unique sculpt, and you can open up his hand, and it just kind of slides in there just like a standard MP gun. Plug it into the bottom, close up the fingers, holds it just fine, no issues whatsoever. Same with the other one. So he's got his guns. He also has a fishing pole, so in case you want to take him fishing, and you can just plug that into his hand, and he's ready to go. Now, I saw Piog's review on this figure a long time ago, and he was saying that that's not correct because it's kind of curved this way. I fish with the pole down. I reverse the reel so that I can reel it this way, but the way I fish is with the hoops pointed towards the water, because for me it makes it so that this bounces a little bit quicker and easier when you got something on the line. But that's me. So enough about that. So yeah, it's cool. It's a great accessory. And so are the pistols. I love these pistols. In pictures, they look so plain, but they are actually painted this kind of like grayish, silverish color. They look really good. They look a little plain, but they're not. I mean, it's hard to explain. They're like plain, but look great in hand. And it's just... And because of the coloration of them, they stand out on the bot. So that's actually pretty nice. Then you got the blade that he used to cut off the tentacles. Something just to point out is that it's actually clear plastic with the paint just painted on just so barely. It creates a really, really cool effect. I really like it. Like, if you had a blade that was spinning this fast, that was maybe like two or three different blades instead of one big circle blade, you'd be able to see through it just barely, like you would like a house fan or something. So it's like, that's really, really cool. I really like it. And to utilize that, you just want to open up this panel, flip his hand in, close that panel up, and plug it on. And there you go. He's got his blade. ready to go. No problems. So there is that. Now let's talk about the figure. Posability wise, his head is on the hinge swivel, so you get all the way up to there. You get a little bit, it breaks up the sculpt a little bit when you do that, but he can look all the way up. Left, right, no issues there. His head is nicely painted. He's got a feature where you can flip this up and then flip this visor piece down over his eyes, just like that. Looks good. I like it. And the dog wants to go outside, so I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Alright. And then moving down the figure. This is orange plastic. But this is that nice orange paint. So it's I kinda wish they would have followed through and painted that same orange, but it's good enough, I'd say. The arms here you see are painted like a magenta-ish type color, I think. And then this is just the straight plastic here. And I think it's kind of cool. It kind of like just breaks up the aesthetic, so it's not just all one color. So I like that. Posability on the arms, you get up to there, all the way around. There's also a swivel due to transformation, so you got that. There's another swivel right here. Double bend elbows. Nice chrome pipes there. And hand rotates, and due to the transformation you get a little bit of a inward motion. And then the fingers open, close. You've got, they do have a little bit of a hard time staying pegged into the back there, so just be mindful of that. Waist swivel, ab crunch. You can move this panel up and this panel here up, and these panels here back, and which gives you leg goes all the way up, goes all the way back to there, out to there, thigh swivel, double bend knee. Nice finish on these legs. It's like just like a little bit of a metallic finish going on there. Looks really good. You got the ankle tilt and rocker. So all in all, excellent. Other feature he has, you can open this up, and if you got a spare matrix hanging around, you can pop that in there. I don't have a spare matrix laying around, so I can't do it, but you can. Now we'll get into final thoughts later. Let's just do some transformations, shall we? So first thing you want to do, fold the feet up like this. Just gonna get that out of the way. You can open this panel here up, and then it's kind of like a Combiner Wars figure. I heard somebody else say that as well, but it's true. So you just fold this up and then close it up. There's that slot there that this piece here will plug into, just like that. And same thing on this side. That. There's a slot there with a peg there, so those two will plug in together. just like so. Alright, then you want to untab these arms here, just like this. Get those kind of out of the way. And you want to pull this piece here down. Oh, this piece will rotate back. This, rotate this down, and then you can unplug that. So this whole assembly comes down. Take this piece here, this will fold out. And it just tabs in, there's a plug there, slot there. There's really no room for error here. It just folds over and tabs in. Flip this piece here back, just like that. Alright, then this whole assembly can come down and just kind of slide over the legs. See, there is 2 slots here and here. They'll plug into these pieces here and here. So it's kind of hard to see them to line up, but it's not the easiest thing to see, let alone show on camera. Alright, then we want to pull this piece here up, and what we do now, things get a little bit clearance wise a little tight here, so flip these pieces here out. So if things aren't angled right, they get caught. So there's that. Open this hood up, and you fold the head in like so. Let this close up. This will sit there, and fold these pieces up. Like I said, it's a little clearance issues here, and this will come down. This tab here and here will plug into slots here and here, like that. And then from here, what we want to do is open this panel here up, fold the hand in, close it up. Open, close, just like that. And then this piece here will rotate all the way around like that. And then make sure the pipes are on the outside. And then what you'll do here, see, I did it wrong. I'm sorry. Alright, so we want to pull this piece back out. And what we need to do is this piece here needs to be on this side. Right. I believe. No, oh no, okay, so this piece here actually needs to be up under this hinge here. So when you have it all the way transformed like I did, you're not going to get it in there. So same thing on the other side. And get it in under there. And then, see, it's just a lot of little moving parts going on here. Line those up. Alright, and then it's not a difficult transformation, it's just clearance wise. Certain things need to go in certain orders. Alright, there we go. Straighten that all out. And just make sure everything's all tabbed in properly, and there you go. He rolls fairly well. You've got to get everything just perfect on him in order for the clearance, not for like this orange piece, for example, needs to be sitting just right in order for it not to give you any issues. And I was, I'm kind of rushing through it, so I can't sit here and promise you I did a perfect job, but there you go. Looks great in car mode. Aside from the clearance issues that I was having here at the end, there's not a single thing about this car that I would change. I think this thing looks just perfect for hot rod. You can flip this hood here, or this engine up, which begs the question, why didn't they give him a Target Master? You can take the handle here, fold this back, and this can just, no? Barely can get it in there. So there's that. Now, like I said, hopefully we get a Target Master at some point. But then you take the, you could also take them, and there's these two little squares right here and here. I wish they would have painted them so it kind of like blended a little bit better. But you can just tab those in and have that look if you like it. I haven't really found a place to store the saw or the fishing pole, but I don't think they're really meant to be stored. Alright, so let's get back into bot mode and go over final thoughts. Tab, tab from here. Basically what you want to do is just kind of loosen things up a bit, just like so. Pull these pieces here out. These pieces here, we'll wait on that. And then you want to open this back up so you can flip this assembly forward, and the engine can go to the back like so, and then this can close back up. Alright, keep the arms out like that, and then pull this off the legs like so, and you flip these pieces here in, and then these will rotate in just like this. Rotate this up, and then this will hinge down. Now, by all sakes and purposes, the fact that you're rotating this around, you sit there and you look at it logistically, and you're like, okay, this is not gonna fit, the way they want it to fit, but it does just fine. It just rotates in, just like that. In person, to me, it feels like this thing's gonna just go like here and get caught or something, but it rotates in just perfect. Then there's a tab here, plug here. So you just tab those in, locks the backpack all together. Rotate the fin back. Alright, then this will rotate up, and this tab here will plug into this slot here. Now this is the one that doesn't get in there perfectly the first go, and then it doesn't feel too secure until you take these pieces here. There's a tab here and a tab here that'll plug into the side of the windows here and here. Just like that. Try and I try to tab the top one in and then kind of reach under and plug that bottom one in so it's all nice and tight. Shoulder pads Go back, just like that. These pieces here will flip in. Oh, see? Doing things in the wrong order again. These actually come out. And these will come in. And then we tab those in. That. And like that. Rotate the shoulders forward. Then the arms around. Suppose if you like this look, you could continue like that, but I don't know why you would. Open this up and flip out the hand. Untab these, open this up, and then you rotate the leg up just like this, and then this plug here will tab into the leg right there. Tab that in, and then this plug here will plug into that slot there, and then open up the foot, and you're done with that leg. Same thing over here. And flip this out, and you're good to go. There you go. Awesome. I forgot to show him in comparison with this guy in car mode. Shit. I'm not gonna open the other one. I'm sorry, I forgot. Anyway. So yeah, overall, the figure is excellent, absolutely excellent. You know, in certain shots, it made the head look really forward and the waist really back, so it wasn't all perfectly lined up. But quite frankly, I think this is just about perfect. I love this figure. Some people complain about the chest being flat, but I'm sorry. The hood of the car is flat, so it's like, I mean, you can only do so much with a Transformer. Let's give him his pistols. Yeah, it's like if they would have made that hood rounded, it would have looked really goofy in alt mode, and it just looks a little off in bot mode. It's not even terrible. I don't care. I don't care at all about it. I think it looks good. I like the way everything folds up. It kind of makes me feel. I know a lot of people were giving this guy grief, but this figure kind of reminds me of that that feel you get when you first transform, like Masterpiece Sideswipe or something. Yeah, just everything works perfectly for him. So let's do some size comparison real quick, and then we'll get the giveaway going. So here he is with a MP car. So he's about a head taller. Not terrible. I think it looks good. Here he is with MP Prime. So I think that looks good too. So another good option for this figure is if you have a Chug collection and you don't have a good Rodimus Prime figure. Not Hot Rod, but Rodimus Prime. I know he doesn't have the alt mode like Rodimus Prime would. But if you have, like Classics Prime, or even Combine Wars Prime, or the Orion, this guy is just about in scale with those guys when it comes down to, like, if you're using him as a Rodimus Prime. So I think he's a good option there. And last, and certainly not least, here he is with DX9's Carry. And opening this figure up for the giveaway made me realize, like, as much as I like Carry, it made me realize how much I like Hot Rod and how much I like the official thing. Because this guy's an official Hot Rod figure, or Hot Rodimus, and he nails everything that I like about Hot Rod. This guy's got kind of like a Neo look a little bit going on. You know, got some special aesthetic choices for him. You know, and that's great. It looks good. I like the figure. You know, it's one of the best figures ever made, but it just doesn't hit that Hot Rod feel for me. So I've actually went ahead and sold this guy. This guy is going to be in the mail today. Because I'm going to use that money to buy this guy. I would rather have a Hot Rod on the shelf than a Rodimus Prime that doesn't look right. That doesn't feel right to me anymore. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, Carrie's an amazing figure. I'll probably end up getting Terror just so that I can have the mold. I can't look at him and say, you know what? That's my definitive Rodimus. Because this is now my definitive Rodimus. I like every aspect of this figure that there is. Everything. For me, there is absolutely nothing wrong. You know, some people say, oh, well, they could have, you know, not done this gimmick, which, you know, it's whatever. They could have not done this and, you know, maybe made that chest a little bit rounder. But still, like I said, if that hood was rounded in car mode, I think it would look off. Hot Rod always had that flat hood, you know, when he charged into battle. It was a flat, narrow hood. And making it rounded so that his chest would be a little bit rounded just wouldn't feel right to me. Proportions are just about perfect. You know, he's got everything folds up perfectly. I mean, look at it. Waist down. There's nothing. No kibble whatsoever. Waist down. Looks great. Arms. You got the one wheel. And that's almost more of a, you know, design aesthetic for Hot Rod at this point. He's got a little bit of a backpack. I mean, hell, even Carrie has a little bit of backpack, but it doesn't fold up as neat. Everything gets all neat and tidy in here. I love this figure. This guy, he's gonna be in my top 10 figures of the year list. I can promise you that. I sold Carrie. I have no regrets about it because I know I'm going to be able to get this guy because I sold him. And that right there just makes me so happy because this is just a masterpiece figure. And, you know, while Trax, I didn't like Trax too much, and I didn't like, you know, Ironhide as much as I could have had they, you know, made it just a hair better. This guy is back to form for me. It's back to form for them. I know some people don't like him, but I love this thing. 10 out of 10. Absolute 10 out of 10. No reason to give him anything less than a 10. All right. So, let's get into the giveaway. Let's get you guys out of the way. All right. So we've got, let's see here. Kevin H. has 2 tickets. TA has 4 tickets. I kind of hope TA does not win. No offense, but I know he's won a few. Or a couple at least. So. Jonathan WD has 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Daniel M has 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mike R has 5 tickets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. David A has 1 ticket. Tim M has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tickets. A lot of people were buying 5 tickets for this guy. Arvin C has 2 tickets. And I believe this is Raphael O. Let me know if I pronounce that, if that's Raphael. 1, 2, 3, 4 tickets. Todd M has 1 ticket. And Dave J has 2 tickets. Alright. So, this is not the fan choice giveaway. That is the Inferno that will be tomorrow. So, this is first prize wins the figure, second prize wins the figure. And then tomorrow I'll do Inferno if I can. And the first prize will win the figure. Second prize wins or gets to pick the next giveaway. And alright, let's see what we got going on here. And the winner for the first hot rod is Dave J. Congratulations, Dave. You win the first of the hot rod figures. Just put you right here. And then I'll shake this up again. Alright, and the winner for the second hot rod is, drum roll. I really need to get a drum roll machine or something, don't I? Mike R. Mike R, you get another hot rod. Or you get the second hot rod. So, there you go. I really appreciate doing these giveaways. It gives me a chance to look at figures that I either otherwise would not have bought, or this one I would have bought. There's no question there. And I'm going to buy. But it gives me the chance to look at figures that otherwise I wouldn't have gotten. Like Fans Toys Perceptor. It's like I wouldn't have bought that figure. I mean, Perceptor's so low on my list of figures to get when there's such a huge list of other things. It's like I would not have bought that figure, and I wouldn't have reviewed it at least for months and months after it came out. So I want to take this time to thank you guys for doing this. I know everyone seems to want to thank me for putting these on, but in all honesty, it's my pleasure to do this because it gets me to look at some figures for the most part that I otherwise would not have gotten. A great example of this is Star Saber. We are 6 tickets away. 6 tickets from like 36 or something like that. Maybe 41 tickets even. Some high number. But we're 6 tickets away from getting a Masterpiece Star Saber to review. So somebody's going to win a Star Saber for cheap. Star Saber is so far not on my list of figures to get because it was not in the G1 or American G1 that there's no way I'd ever buy it. I have no desire for that figure whatsoever, but I want to review it. I didn't want to buy it just to review it. So this is a great opportunity for me to get to review a figure I otherwise wouldn't have looked at. So I want to thank you guys. I really appreciate, the trust in me to do these giveaways. Because I could, it wouldn't be too hard to rig this. And that just wouldn't be fair. So thank you guys for the trust. Thank you guys for letting me look at these figures. Thank you for letting me review the figures before I send them out. I just want to thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow we get to look at Inferno. It's a great, Inferno's a great figure. He's nothing spectacular. I'll get into that tomorrow. But as far as Hot Rod goes, excellent figure. You guys will not be disappointed with this. I know I'm not. I'd say my one real gripe, the clearance is a little bit of an issue, but my one real gripe is these screw holes right here. It just, they could have found a better place for that. So anyway, so Mike R, I don't think you've won anything before. So I need your address. And Dave J, I think you've won one. I can't remember. Yeah, you have. I think. Was it Perceptor? I can't remember now. But anyway, both of you guys get back to me as soon as you can, so I can get you your Hot Rod figures in the mail. I've got the boxes all ready to go. I just need to insert the figures. So let me know as soon as you can, and I'll get these figures out to you. And remember, check out the Facebook page. I got the link below. Star Sabers is almost complete, so if you guys want to jump in on that, please do. Inferno's tomorrow. With Inferno, the second place winner will get to pick the next giveaway for the Fans Choice one, and so stay tuned for that announcement. So again, Mike R, Dave J, let me know. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. This figure's awesome. Get him immediately before he sells out.